Hey, what's good? It's Roknin, and I was gonna do this video anyway, but BornFree put out a question asking why you play the characters you do, and I figured I would just respond to that and just make it a larger video. Hopefully, I don't go too long and get too rambly as I normally do. So for me, for characters that I'm looking to play, before I do anything else, the first thing I look for is aesthetics, how they look, how they appear, what their fighting style looks like, what kind of cool things they can do in their fighting style, their background, their personality, and how that ties into their fighting style or their moves, how it all comes together. When I actually got to a point where I was playing fighting games and maining characters and like, this is the character that represents me and like my play style and what I want to go for and do, that would be Rose. When I played Alpha 2 for the first time and I saw Rose, I was like, okay, this character is just everything I want to do. Now I was like, what, 15, 16 when that game came out, something like that. I can't remember. Cause I'm old, but she just had such an interesting design and interesting moveset, and then like she could just keep you over there, just throwing fireballs, and is only with her scarf, and I'm like, okay, this character is cool, and her design was just so dope, and so that was the character that I kind of identified with for the longest time. And then Street Fighter 4, even though I didn't personally like Street Fighter 4 that much, I still played it for the most part until around 2013. I think I stopped playing Street Fighter 4 to focus on Cross Tekken full time. But the entire time I played Street Fighter 4, I played I mained Rose, and I also played Juri. And Juri, I love that character just because her design was so sick, and Capcom rarely ever has female villains that are actually villains, or at least I don't even think Juri's a villain anymore now. She's kind of an anti-hero, but at least has a mean streak, and like that personality and just her look and design and everything, like, oh yeah, this character is so cool. And especially with her button swapping mechanic with the fireballs, it was so fun learning that. And that's why I carried her over into Cross Tekken. I stopped playing Street Fighter 4 because I wanted to mix the two games inputs up when I was playing in tournaments. So I stopped playing in 4, but I mained Juri in Cross Tekken. It was primarily because just her look and her design. And it was the first Taekwondo character too in the Street Fighter series, and somebody coming from like other games. Before I was not always a Street Fighter head. I was mainly a Tekken and KOF head when I first really started playing like seriously. And so I was used to take Taekwondo characters being in other games, but not in Street Fighter. So in that sense, Juri is really special when I first saw him. Like, wow, this character is everything I wanted from like a Taekwondo character in Street Fighter. So you would think I would main Juri in Street Fighter 5, but unfortunately, because of like the style change they did to her, I still play her. I still have fun playing her, but I don't main her because I don't think she's my play style anymore in this particular game, because they took away her zoning capabilities, which is one of the things I loved about her, was like zoning and store swapping. But yeah, I'm still looking to see if they put Rose in the game and add her back in. But that being said, right now I'm playing two totally different characters from that. So for anybody that's been looking at the channel for a while and knows me as a player, or especially if you know me locally, I've gone through the gamut of characters in Street Fighter 5, and it's like, oh my god, I've changed characters again. Because you see my latest videos and I'm playing Chun-Li and Falk, and you're like, alright, well, here he goes again, changing characters. Oh boy. I have a reason. I have a bunch of reasons, actually. I was playing Colleen for a while. I was doing the whole Colleen match videos and everything, and just trying to disseminate that. And when Season 3 started, Falk had already interested me, and I was like, well, I want to play this character because, especially when the trailer came out, I'm like, okay, that looks more my speed and what I want to do when I play the game. And by that time, I already kind of got uninterested in Colleen, because I feel like she kind of devolved, at least for me, away from being more of a poking character, more of a defensive character. So I went back to the drawing board. I went back to Cammy to kind of figure out what is it that I like to do in the fighting game, especially in Street Fighter and 2D games. And I went back and looked at a lot of my old footage from like Cross Tekken, from the little bit of footage I had still up on my channel for Street Fighter 4, and just kind of figuring out what is it that I really enjoyed about footsies, about Oki, everything. Just what kind of character do I want to play. And obviously the main thing I came away with is that I don't like to engage. And I've said that before. I don't like to engage. I don't like to be in your face. I don't like to be. I'm not a rush that shit down guy. I'm definitely a stay over there kind of person. I like to zone. I don't mind having the ability to go in and do pressure, and I kind of want a little bit of that, so when I have to put on pressure, I have the ability to, or not even put on pressure, just I like having frame traps, I like having some things, but I don't like that to be my entire character. I like to be able to like just play away from from my opponent. I don't like to put myself in their face to affect anything. So that being the case, the one character that I wanted to play from the beginning that I've been avoiding was Chun-Li. I was like, you know what? I don't want to play Chun-Li because of the execution requirements. I'm always afraid of heavy execution because I'm pretty terrible to get my execution down in match. But I finally just said, you know what? I'm playing on Hitbox now. I'm playing on Hitbox for about a year and a half. Going on 2 years almost, actually. But I've been playing on Hitbox for quite a while now, and I feel pretty comfortable trying to learn a charge character on Hitbox, particularly Chun-Li, because her style's so weird to me as far as her, mainly it's her combos. Her footsie game is pretty right up my alley. Like her Stand Fierce, oh my god, I love that button. And you will see that in all the footage you see on my channel. You will see me press Stand Fierce all day. And Falk, I still play her because the same kind of deal, except her execution is way easier, and her, you know, her juggles and whatnot are like just very intuitive. She does have issues. I think I personally would like to have a 3-frame normal. It would be nice, but that's me being greedy. But I don't think she's as bad as people think she is, and I've kind of played her to kind of prove that, but I'm not that good of a player yet. As far as what I look for when I'm choosing a character, there's 3 things that I generally want that I realize that I have in all the characters I played from inception, which is I want a reversal. The other one is, or second one is long range pokes that I can convert into damage, which I get with both Chun-Li and Falk. And then the last thing I like to have is decent walk speed. That's why I don't play Dawson, because Dawson's walk speed and his general movement is very weird to me. Even though his style of play with his long range normals and limbs would speak to me, is I cannot have a character that walks that slow and moves that slow. So also I don't play Bison, even though Bison does have his dashes. It's just his movement speed is like really awkward to me. That's why I've changed characters again. I'm on Chun-Li and Falk, and I'm pretty sure unless they bring Rose or Poison into the game in season 4 or season 5, wink wink nudge nudge, I will be sticking with these 2 characters because they really fit my play style, what I want to do. I've been playing a ton of casual matches, and I'm slowly getting myself back into ranked matches here and there, see if I can get platinum before the end of the year. That probably seems like a small goal, but for me it's like gigantic because I fail at ranked so much. But anyway, that's where I'm at. I'm playing Chun-Li and Falk because their style fits me. Aesthetically, I enjoy the characters. I tend to play all female characters anyway, so it's probably not a surprise. And yeah, hopefully it sticks. I'm really making myself stick with this. We'll see how long that lasts. Thank you for checking this out. I appreciate it. And I will holla at you later.